YouTube, g'day mate, how are you? Got much on? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Sam. Thanks again for checking out another video. Today we're going to be expanding on the advanced movement guide that we've been working on over the last few weeks. We started with the slide cancel movement guide. We've then looked at aim and ways in which you can improve that. And today we're purely going to focus on jumping, the jump mechanic, and ways in which integrating this into your gameplay can make you even better. Like I said, the jump mechanic is super overpowered when you can master it. Today we're going to look at jump shotting, fadeaways, and the bunny hop, which is super useful in many situations. And we'll talk about those situations in detail, and I'll show you how to execute these moves. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe with bell notifications on. Also hit the thumbs up button, the like button. I'd really appreciate it. It makes a big difference to the Warzone algorithm. So if you could please hit thumbs up early, I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you've got any further questions, then comment down below. I'm very responsive to my comments, so if there's anything specific you would like to know, please don't hesitate and put it down there. I also stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so if you want to drop in live and speak to me, I can actually show you how to do things in-game while we're live. So come and show some support Monday, Wednesday, Friday, most weeks. Drop in and say hi. Keep your eyes peeled for those live alerts. Let's get into the video. Enjoy the rest of it, and I'll see you out there. Okay, so I'm not normally one to blame my tools. You know, a good tradesman never blames their tools, but in this instance, you are quite limited when you're a controller player to what you can do based on the controller that you have. There are some advanced controllers out there, i.e. Scuff, but there are also some cheaper options out there which include adding back buttons to your existing PS4 controller and using the PlayStation controller in that manner. Having a back button enables you to jump and slide with the back buttons, depending on your preference. You're limited if you don't have these to playing in claw style, which I've shown on screen here. Claw means you use your pointer to actually press the buttons on the controller as opposed to just using your thumb. So this enables you to slide and aim, or jump and aim around corners and control how you push yourself around corners, for example. So we'll talk about that further on, but you are a bit limited, so I'd highly recommend you invest in a back button at a minimum as a controller player, or you look to invest in a Scuff because it will dramatically change the way you play. Okay, so here we are back in Verdansk. I really want to cover quickly what a jump shot is. So a jump shot is basically any implementation of a jump into your game style while shooting. So whether that's just standing still, shooting, jumping, or using it to jump out of cover and around corners. Why is a jump shot important? So there's a few different elements to this. The first one, and probably the most important one, is when you're being shot at, a jump shot makes you a harder target to hit and changes the level of your head. If I was to just stand dead still and shoot this guy and expect not to get killed quickly, then it comes down to you and that person's aim. But if you are a harder target to hit and you're jumping around and using your movement to your full advantage, you become a much harder target to hit, and therefore you will hopefully win more gunfights. It also brings your crosshair up automatically to someone's head height. I've doubled this person up because they're quite small in terms of the spray. But if this is center mass, and most people aim center mass because you don't want to miss, if you throw a few jumps into that mix, you automatically lift your crosshair up to that person's face, and that will hopefully increase your TTK. So for example, I'm aiming at this guy, he surprises me, I throw a few jumps in there. Look at the spread of bullets. Look how many impacts there are on his head versus just his chest. So jumping will increase your TTK dramatically. It'll make you much faster to kill other people. Throwing 1 or 2 headshots can drop your TTK from 15 bullets to 8, for example, depending on the weapon that you're using. So increase your TTK and also makes you a harder target to hit at the same time. Okay, so how do you jump shot? Well, it is quite basic. You basically just need to jump while you're shooting. So fire and jump in the same sequence. That's in its most basic form. Fire and jump. when would you utilize a jump shot? Like I've just shown you, you'd use a jump shot while in a face-to-face engagement. So if you ever get caught off guard and the guy pops out and he's right there, you want to jump almost as much as you possibly can, just to increase your difficulty of being hit and also to increase that TTK. But another example of when this is super useful is when you're coming out of a corner. So if I am to come out of this corner, let's say you're not a jump shot, you don't use the jump shot, you might actually slide cancel. But a normal player may actually just come around this corner, running around this corner, or even just walking around this corner. Or a proper bot might actually crouch walk around this corner. If you're the enemy, it's much easier to track someone coming out of this corner smoothly than it is even if they're crouch walking. Super slow, pre-fire, pre-aim, and bang, you're dead. So if you walk around the corner, you're dead. If you add in a jump to that movement, you end up being much further away from the wall than what the person is expecting. If they expect you to walk around, they aim to here. They're not really expecting you to come all the way out to this point. And to track that distance, especially on keyboard and mouse, you end up overshooting, and then having to correct, you may, if your aim's not great, you may also overshoot again. So those missed shots can be enough to win the gunfight. So how do you actually perform a jump shot around a corner? You want to sprint towards the corner, and generally you'll keep your aim forward to keep your momentum and start your momentum off. So you'll sprint towards a corner and jump just to move yourself out of the corner. You don't have to ADS yet, so sprint and jump. You can hip fire from there. You can then ADS later. Hip fire, ADS. So that in its most basic form is how you would jump shot out of a corner. If you want to be a bit more advanced, you'll actually throw an ADS into that movement. So once you've actually got your momentum going, it's not going to slow you down if you ADS. So what does that look like? Let's have a look now. So sprint towards a corner, jump and ADS. Sprint towards a corner, jump, ADS. And that's going to make you ready to shoot. Whether there's someone there or not, you'll find that I often ADS just in case there is someone there. Because the movement of ADSing, depending on the gun, actually can be the difference between you winning a gunfight or not. Okay, so there is a more advanced iteration of a jump shot, and it's called a bunny hop. A bunny hop means that you want to jump and then jump again while engaging in an ADS. So a bunny hop looks like this in its most basic form. Jump, jump again, jump, jump again. Oh, I missed it. Jump, jump again. So it is a tricky movement to get used to. And the sequence again, I'll show you one more time, is jump, ADS, jump again. So it's sprint, jump, ADS, jump again. 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 So that's a jump shot in its most basic, a bunny hop in its most basic form. You can keep jumping to add more distance to this. So you can add up to 3 or 4 hops in this process. And what does that do? As I mentioned before, if you're jumping out of a corner, it actually further increases your range of that jump. So, like I said, your previous jump shot would only come to about here. Marks about there. If you add a bunny hop, you can actually increase your tracking all the way to this point out here. So as I said before, if you jump out of this corner, you're already becoming a really hard target to hit. If you then jump again, it's another advanced movement. It's another movement that person then has to track once again. So I wish I could show you on the screen, but I will put up some footage, say from Jowo. He's an incredible player. He's got incredible movement, and he uses a bunny hop all the time in his movements. So that's again a bunny hop in its most basic form. Sprint, jump, jump again, keep jumping. Do whatever you can to be a harder target to hit, and it'll increase your game skill tenfold. I also want to quickly cover something called jump shotting, which can be used in your sniping. If you are to jump shot, let's say you're in this instance here, and there's someone actually in that window. So there's someone standing in that window. You may get an eye on them. You may be behind cover or behind a rock or behind a wall. If you add a jump into this sequence, there are some instances where you can time this to perfection and shoot that person in the head from cover. Okay guys, that's my how-to jump shot guide. Hopefully you've gained something from this video. If you have, please comment down below, hit that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss any future iterations. So thanks so much for checking out another video. Shoot a domain. See you later.